this is a basic setup of what we use to do a job of clips. So we're ready to do our clips. We have our basic tools that we need to do the job. We have our vice grips, which is going to be used to pull the panels down past the clips, so that way we can rivet the panel to the clip. This piece of material is what we use to protect the panel from the vice grips, so that way the vice grips does not damage it. Then we have the hammer, the rivet gun, the drill bit, the drill, plus the 3/16 drill bit, and a knife. We also have our clips, 3 different style of clips. We have our regular clip, our left notch out clip, and our right notch out clip. So why we have these 2 notch out clips is because on all 4 sides of the front and rear cars, we have a bolt system here, a wheel bolt that's actually been cut down, which means the clip will not get interfered with. It's form fitted to go around the bolt. Every other bolt that we use, there's no notch out, no nothing, it's just a regular circle bolt. But these are notched out for this notch out clip. The tubing goes all the way around from one side to another. So before you start your clips, you want to make sure your system is pretty tight, nice and tight. And with the tubing, you're just gonna even give the tubing a little bit of a tug to gain some elasticity. Re-pulling back the panel resets it. So before I start to do my panel, I have to make sure that I have enough space in here without tubing, so that when my white rivet can actually fit into the panel to tighten the panel to the clip. So giving it a good 1 to 2 inch pull, cutting it off. When I re-pull it down, I now have space with no tubing in it. So I now have a bit of a hollow space in my panel for when I put the white rivet in. So for now, just so I can do the clip, I'll reinsert the tubing. Now I'm ready for my clip. Okay, so now that my tubing is back in, I'm ready to put my clip on. You got 2 different tracks on the clip. As you can see, you want to leave the first one empty. It's actually the second one that you're going to use for the panel. Okay, so now I'm going to look. My panel is in the inside part of the track, which means I'm going to leave this side empty and use the inside. So that way when I put the clip on, it's following the same track as the car itself. Yep. So the tubing will go in through here up until it hits the panel. Sometimes there's a lot of material right here, sort of gets in the way. But eventually it'll work its way in. Okay, so now I'm ready for my material and vice grips. A piece of material meant to protect the panel from when I have it vice gripped to pull it down further. So I'll just take this, slip it in behind, up and over, put my vice grips on, and start rocking the vice grips on the rounded part of the clip. And that actually slowly guides it further and further down. Now my material is actually below the clip. So now that it's below the clip, I'm ready to put my white rivet in. White rivet goes inside the panel. So I'll take the tubing out. Just get rid of it, garbage. The white rivet goes where that used to be. Now I can take my vice grips off. The clip is on. I just got to make sure now that this white rivet just gets hammered in nice and tight. And now the clip is on. Now with the clip on, I'm ready for my handle. This is a handle. We just slide this up in and back down into the clip, so that way when you're opening and closing your system, you actually have something to hold on to. So I'll move the clip out of the way just a little. Put the clip back. And now you have your handle on. You got 4 sets of holes on the clip, 4 sets of holes on the car plate. I often take my drill with a 3/16 bit and just ream the hole out a little. Because the hole is the same size as the rivet, sometimes you gotta force the rivet a little too much just to try and get it on. So I find just reaming the hole out a little works good. All right, so now I'm ready to actually secure my clip to the car plate itself. I typically just use an Allen key set as leverage. Whatever you have that can fit through both of these holes works in the same way. But I just stick my Allen key through both and push down. Give it a tap. Now I have it all lined up. We use aluminum rivets, small head rivets. Just sort of push the clip in. Now that I have it in, I'm ready to rivet it. The hole usually isn't lined up too good, so with my hand on the inside of it, I'm just going to slightly push it over to align it for my rivet. So now that's ready to be riveted. The 2 more rivets are for the inside of the clip, which also has 2 holes for rivets. Okay, so with the clip on the inside, you have the 2 holes, just like on the outside, which you will secure with your aluminum rivets. Sometimes they might not line up perfectly. That's when you just grab your 3/16 drill bit, just ream it out a little, and the rivet will go in with ease. So with the drill, just a little quick reaming of it, slides right in. Now your clip is good. You can fold back your panel, okay? And now you can see your clip is done.